Alright, so this is super exciting. My boy Sinerias has finally been able to hit rank 1. He did it just recently, just a few days ago. He was playing against Noah 7, who was the previous rank 1 player, and he was able to take it from him with this game and then just one more game. So in this game that you're watching right here, he's roughly about 20 points off from rank 1. He wins this game, and then he wins another game, and he's able to achieve rank 1. Very, very impressive for a Master Yi main. It kind of proves the point that Master Yi's, you can 1v5 carry even all the way up to rank 1, right? So right here, this is the first thing that he does, and we covered this in the video that we did with him, but he always does this where he places a ward right here so that it covers the bottom side entrance, and then he stands right here so that he can cover the rest of the jungle. Now, if you look, the enemy team is invading. They get a flash really early on. And so Sinerias immediately decides to start pinging for the red buff because he knows he can take it. And he just decides to take this invade to be able to try and get some sort of a lead into the to the Udyr. Because he saw the Udyr on the bot side. He knows that there's going to be quite a bit of time before he can actually get there. So he's able to take this pretty much for free. Now, I do want to make a note that he did stand right over here as opposed to anywhere else. And not like standing right here because just in case, the enemies decide to go from like top into bottom side, or they decide to go like through mid lane and they catch him out. Just standing right here, making sure to cover both jungle entrances. It's really important to making sure that you're able to get this early safety, because when you don't snowball on Master Yi, you're pretty useless. And he catches Udyr here because he like sort of walks towards the Udyr. He's like threatening him right now, and he's able to just you 100% win this every single time. You just walk up, auto attack, Q, he flashes, he knows he has the double attack procced and ready to kill the Udyr. Now the first thing he does here is he resets and he goes back to base. The reason he does this is because, what most junglers would do is they would come here and they would get blue buff. You also notice that he didn't heal all the way through. He doesn't want to. He wants to just get back to farming and getting back onto the map as fast as possible. He purchases dagger and boots. This makes your jungle clear significantly faster, and when you have an early lead like this on any jungler, when you have boots and dagger, it means that you always clear the jungle faster than the enemy jungler. Which means that if you full clear and the enemy full clears as well, you are always going to come out ahead, and you're always going to be ganking first, just because you got that extra dagger and you got those extra boots. Now he's pathing towards bot side, and there's not really much Udyr can do because Udyr doesn't know where Master Yi is at this point in the game. So he can only really either take his blue buff, or he can maybe try to invade here, which is really risky because he basically just dies to a 1v1. Now, there's a bot lane fight breaking out. Sinerias is heading over, but by the time he gets there, unfortunately, the fight is already kind of over. And so as soon as he sees this, he just presses W and he says, you know what, screw this, I'm kind of out. If you look at the minion wave is slightly pushing towards blue side, which is really good because Jinx will be able to pick up all this farm. So even though they lost the 2v2, Jinx is not going to be in a terrible position because she is going to have farm. She's not going to be too under leveled, and she's not really going to be in a pretty tough spot. So Sinerias just decides, hey, I'm going to keep farming. I'm going to keep doing my thing. If I look at the map right now, Malphite and Katarina, he's not really doing that well into Katarina because he just died 1v1 and he dies again. So that's 2 kills to the Katarina. And he's standing here because he knows he's stronger. He knows he can be here. Udyr decides to try and fight here. I don't know why he's doing that. He clearly does not respect. He does the W auto attack reset instantly, and he gets the kill. He just gets 2 kills right there. It's literally just a champion knowledge difference where Udyr doesn't understand how much burst Master Yi has at this point in the game, and he just decides to challenge him. So, Master Yi, he's ridiculously strong right now. You notice that he pretty much always goes for that the W auto attack reset, as opposed to what a lot of other Master Yis do, which is they try to use W for like healing or stalling, which isn't really the point of Master Yi. You want to do damage, you want to blow people up, and you want to burst them out. So right now you can see that he just decides, hey, I'm ahead. I have a really good lead. I have 3 kills, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to extend this lead. I'm just going to take my Gromp. I'm going to take my wolves. I'm going to take the rest of my camps, and I'm going to just farm up for my core items. And because I don't really need to do anything else. He continues to use the W reset even in his jungle clears to make sure that it just goes just that little bit faster, because it's really important to just get as much clear speed as possible. Now Malphite is kind of getting shit on. He's 0-3 right now. He's against Naira, which is probably one of the best Katarina players in the entire world. Can't really do much right now. His team is down 3 kills. He's got 3 of the 4 kills on his team, which means that he has pretty much all of the gold and all of the priority. Now, Master Yi is deciding to head down into bot lane, because if you look at this situation, you can see that they're really positioning up. They really kind of, they look like they want to dive, you know, and Udyr is here. He's here for the dive, and Sinerias actually predicts this, and he knows that there's going to be a fight here, which is why he just bolts down to the bottom lane, and he starts this fight. He can't quite get Udyr, unfortunately, but he is able to get the Ezreal. Now, a dragon fight is going to be breaking out shortly here, but I'm going to let Sinerias take it from here to tell you guys what he did in these fights.
So right now, I'm not attacking it. You see I'm canceling it because I'm just pressing W here. Because I assume they will come, and they are coming, and they have no idea. They're just pinging because they think I'm on dragon. As you can see, I'm way stronger than the enemies, but right now they could 2v1 me before my team is here. So I'm waiting right now for my team. And now I have my double strike stack, that's passive from my W. Get the E, and now it's interesting again. I'm waiting until my team comes closer. And the moment they are all here, and now most people would think, but what is gonna happen? I'm gonna die now. No, I'm not, because I'm having I'm having full control. I'm queuing the dragon. Dragon knocks me away as well, and now I'm extremely away and let my team fight this. This was all my plan. And these are I'm having all my games, I'm having macro calls like this, which is extremely important, because on Master Yi, if you are playing perfectly, you will be rewarded a lot because he does insane amount of damage. If you do mistakes though, this champion is very, very weak. So if I'm not dying here, I am most likely gonna carry the game. And if I die here, Katarina gets a lead, and you know what happens if Katarina gets fed. She already has 3 kills. It will be a disaster. She will always one-shot me. Lane ganking. What am I doing here? I'm lane ganking. They have 0 vision on me right now, but they have vision here. And most people are like, how do you even get ahead with Master Yi? A champion which struggles a lot with ganking. No, he struggles with ganking if you play for his weaknesses. And the moment they track me on the ward, the moment they track me, I'm using my ult and flash. Keep in mind, ult flash is almost always a guaranteed kill as well. I wait with my Q until Senna gets close to tower range. Because now, the tower is not an enemy target anymore, and I can kill the Ezreal. Because Senna will take 1 or 2 tower shots, and there's nothing the enemies can do against it. And other Yi-mains would have just Q'd him, killed the Ezreal, yes, then they would have died. Ezreal would have gotten 800 gold shutdown, and Ezreal would have carried the game. It's a rank 1 player. Alright, let's continue my gameplay here.
After the fight is done, everything is set and gone. Basically, he just goes back to his jungle, continues to farm. He just wants his items as quickly as possible. Master Yi's 2-item power spike is ridiculously strong. Once he gets Kraken Bork, it's like one-shot everything in the game. So that's literally just what he's playing for right now. He just wants to get his farm. He wants to continue snowballing his lead. If you look down in bottom lane, Katarina decides to overstay a little bit. His theory is that there's no wards here, but there is 1 ward here, but he has a sweeper anyway. Doesn't see them, and she kind of overstays here. She's just completely dead. There's nothing that Katarina can do here. She's literally just dead. There's no way she can kill Senna. No way she can kill Yi. She just insta dies, gets 1 shot, and now he has 7 kills to his team's 3 kills. So he has all of the gold right now. His team is slightly ahead, but if you look at the gold, it's pretty much just all on him. You know, he's got 5,800 gold. His top laner has 2,000 gold. He's literally an entire item up on his top laner and his AD carry. The rest of his team is not doing well whatsoever. Everyone else is behind, but except for him. So he needs to, he has to carry this game. He's taking all the kills, he's taking all the gold, and this is what he's set up to do, and this is what he does in every single one of his games. Is he hard carries? He doesn't give a shit. So right here, Herald is up, and she's kind of looking for Herald because Herald will continue to snowball Master Yi's lead. But if you look at the map right now, you can see Milo on the map. You can see Katarina. You don't know where Udyr is, and you know he's just kind of hovering, and he's kind of looking for a play. His entire jungle is pretty much down. There's not really much else he can do. He wants to kind of like bait in the start for this Herald. He's not actually doing it. What he's doing is he wants people to sort of be dragged towards it. If you can see, at least Silas got dragged away. He's not actually pinging for this fight. He's actually pinging people to stay away from this fight because he knows that they don't actually win this right now. Most of the gold is on him, and he needs to be able to have a lot of time to be able to one-shot people. And so the enemy team is doing it. If you look at bottom side, right now, the Jinx, she's just getting free farm. She's getting free plays. She's getting a lot of gold. And Sinerias, he has all the gold, so he is the decision maker. When you're the most fed player on the team, you get to decide whether or not fights get taken. And he decides, no, guys, we're not going to take this fight. We're just going to be patient. We're gonna wait. It doesn't matter that they get this Herald. This Herald is not going to win them the game. If he got the Herald, then he would have snowballed the game. But this is a sort of a 50-50 play, and Sinerias is known for not wanting to take sort of coin flippy fights, because if he coin flips this and they lose, he loses the game. If he coin flips it and he wins, well, he's still not guaranteed to win the game. He's just guaranteed a bigger lead. So the dragon comes up, and Sinerias, he just knows that he can take it, because if you look at the vision on the enemy team, you can see that Udyr is still fairly far away. You know that both bot laners are top lane, which means that there's not really going to be a contest for this dragon. Lee Sin is arguably the weakest member on Sinerias' team, and so he knows that he absolutely has priority over this, and so he just decides to take it basically for free. So we're gonna skip ahead to arguably the game deciding team fight, and I'm gonna let Sinerias talk about this.
This engage from Malphite was pretty bad, because now the enemies can react and they can play slow. And I'm walking away, because if they just go on Malphite now, and if they go on me, I can react to Malphite ult from Sylas, and Udyr can't catch me. So I was like testing the limits a little bit here in terms of I want the enemies to come, and if they don't come, I'm gonna use that anyways. And I did not do anything insanely clean mechanically besides dodging the ult. It was simply my mindset, my psychological game, we can call it, and my macro. And that's, like, I got to rank 1 with this. Like, it's literally working. And you can climb your games with this as well, guys. Most Yi mains do a mistake now, that they continue farming, try to get some plays somewhere, maybe have a team fight, random stuff, you know? But I know for a fact that I will literally lose this game if I start doing that right now. I'm 8-0, yes. And most people are like, yeah, but Masi outscales them. No, that is wrong. I did already outscale them until now. And now I have my biggest power spike. And the longer the game goes, the worse it is for me. The enemies will outscale me from this point on. Why is that? Because after Ezreal has 2 or 3 items, he will buy Stopwatch, Zhonya's, GA, Kata, Stopwatch, Zhonya's, GA. Udyr, Stopwatch, Zhonya's, GA, everyone will buy these items from all these 5 enemies. And the moment they have that, with the 2 and 3 items they have, they will be able to burst, one-shot me, they will be able to CC me, and most importantly, because of their GA, I can never ever kill them because I can't get any resets. The next thing is, my Lee Sin and Malphite, they will not scale further. They will literally be useless in the late game. My 0-4 Jinx, I don't think she's gonna carry this game. So what does that mean, guys? That means I will lose the game on default if I just continue playing. And that's what most people don't see. They would just play normally, lose the game, and then complain, my team is so bad, I don't know what to do. But I know what to do. And I will show you what to do here as well. So how do you play the game if you know all these things? You need to end the game. Because right now your team is stronger, so you need to force ending. We are not letting them wave clear, because we are forcing a team fight. We have Malphite flash ult. We have Masi flash ult. We are engaging on them the moment they try to wave clear. And we will win the fight, because right now we are stronger. So run at her. I could potentially flash Q her right now and she would die guaranteed, but that's not worth it. My flash is way more important because we need to end the game. If I flash Q now, I will extend my lead, but this is not how I win. I win the game if I have my flash to engage the next fight as well, because I need to end. If I Q something, I can always decide where I will end after my Q with the mouse. But if the target dies before my Q is over, I will always be at the position I started queuing. For example, if you want to escape and you queue the minion here, and everyone thinks you will be on the minion, and you smite it right before your queue is over, you will be exactly where you started, and you can outplay with this trick people mechanically as well. We got one tower. What is the next call? What is the next call? Getting this Katarina kill. Like, look here. Another strength. I know Katarina. I know her movement. Look at her, what I see. I see she's here. She doesn't have vision on me right now. She doesn't. So the moment she has vision on me, I'm ulting in her face. And this is a strength. Like, you need to know that playing with vision, playing with lane ganking, with counter ganking, this is a Marcy's strength. Like, what can she do? I have flash, I have ult. She dies. If I wait with my Q now, my ult will run out and she might be able to escape. And here I thought I can one-shot her with Q, auto attack W, she would be dead. She reacted very fast, so I'm just gonna use my flash. This was probably not perfectly played by me, but that's absolutely fine. We are all humans in the end. And now what am I doing? I'm continue pushing. Now I'm taking the soul point. I would have reset it now. Have Rage Blade, Blade of the Rune King, and Kraken. And then I would literally go Herald, 5-man mid lane, push the tower, push the next tower, push Inhibitor, and then go Baron and do the same. You have to instantly use your lead. If you play slow, you will lose the game. I hope you guys will have fun playing Marcy yourself. Enjoy it, and peace out.